Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today's July 26th, 2021, and this is episode 375. Ian Fleming's James Bond is what we're looking at today. The name of the arc is Agent of Spectre. This comes out from Dynamite. This issue number is 005. It's rated teen. And being 005, it is the concluding issue to this arc, Agent of Spectre. Now, I just want to mention that this arc has been so much better than the last arc, written by Vita, Ayala, and Danny Lore, who did pretty much what Spectre was unable to do. They pretty much killed off James Bond sales. Wow. I mean, I looked it up. The seventh issue from the previous arc was at about 5,800, and the second issue from the Vita Ayala Danny Lore arc came in at 5,400 issues. So there was a major drop off that quickly, and that was pre-COVID. That was all pre-COVID, so that had nothing to do with the sales at that time. Just want to say that this arc is actually, I really enjoyed it. I think it's better than the last two movies we've seen, and I'm assuming the next James Bond movie as well. This would make a good movie. They'd probably need to build it up a little bit more, a few more scenes and things like that, but I think the good bones are there. The first couple issues were a little confusing, but then it really straightened out. So what we have here on the cover, we've got James Bond, and he's on the island of Meraki. I believe that's how you say it. It's in the Greek Isles. He is in Blofeld's lair. Blofeld owns the whole island. He's high up in Spectre, and he's feuding with Titania Jones, who's also in Spectre, that wants his position as, I guess he's one of the top dogs. So she's trying. It's kind of like a mini civil war within Spectre. So good stuff all around. I love the lighting on this. Let's move on and see who worked on this comic. Writer is Christos Gage. The artist is Luca Casalanguida. The colors are Heather Moore. The letters are Simon Boland. The cover again is Luca Casalanguida. And the editor is Matt Idelson. We open up right off the bat where we ended the last one, the cliffhanger, where Titania Jones has paid off all of Blofeld's henchmen on the island to help her take him down. And then we got James back here. So you got Titania Jones. She's wearing a special talus suit that is impervious to bullets and whatnot. And he's pissed but undeterred because he has planted a miniature explosive in each one of his men, and he's able to set it off and just blow them up. And meanwhile, he takes out Titania Jones' henchmen, just crushing him. Now, Blofeld's got like incredible strength. He's known for his garroting, meaning like he's great at strangulation using a wire. He's a legend, and he almost got James earlier on. So Titania Jones a little bit flustered. She brings down the face mask on her suit, and James shoots at her, but the suit is bulletproof. But James isn't. She's shooting back with an Uzi or something like that. And James uses one of the guys as a shield as he takes the bullets. But I guess this suit also gives you super strength. She's able to hurl him against a wall. Meanwhile, Blofeld makes a break for it, and he is just taking down anybody that's in his way. He's going to try to get off the island because has set it to explode. James and Titania Jones just keep going at it, but he's unable to do anything because she's in this suit. And then we get a word from our sponsor, Dynamite. Kiss Phantom Obsession. I'm sure it's coming out pretty soon. We'll have to wait and see, but you can see it's got a ton of covers with it, as the Dynamite way. So James and Titania just keep going at it. She's just kicking the bejesus out of him. But he gets the upper hand at the end and is able to flip her off the top of the high-rise on the island there, and he assumes to her death. Now, we still have James running after Blofeld within. He's trying to get off the island because he knows there's an alarm going off that it's going to blow up. And he asks one of the guys that works there. These guys are all panicking. How do we get off? He says, well, don't use the elevator, the stairs might work. In the meantime, he's just going to live it up because he thinks it's going to be the last minutes of his life on this island. As he gets up, the explosions start. He's actually able to pop out of a hatch and head for the docks. At the dock, he sees one of the boat taken off. He assumes it's Blofeld. And then at that point, he gets sucker punched by Titania Jones, who didn't die in the fall and actually has picked up an anchor now, and she's kicking him around really good. He's able to find a flare, set it off right in her face. It causes the sensors on the face mask to go blank because it's so bright. And so she must remove it to be able to see, and that's where he cross-checks her with a right hand there, knocks her out. She actually gives up and says she'll divulge all the secrets of agents to him if he doesn't kill her, but unfortunately Blofeld shows up and kills her himself as James dodges out of the way of the bullets. He finds the anchor, throws it at Blofeld, knocks the anchor out of his hand, and then they just start tussling. And it's pretty apparent that Blofeld has got the upper hand on James because he's so much stronger. And he also mentions, James says, well, I don't really have any friends. Blofeld said, we could have been friends. He says, well, I don't have any friends. He goes, well, the one you do, I've sent men to kill. Well, somehow Moneypenny has shown up and she assassinates the assassins of James Bond's friend that was shot earlier in the storyline. So pretty cool on that. Then we have a word from our sponsor, Elvira versus Vincent Price. Again, we get a ton of covers for that. The Ghost of Vincent Price is a spirit with a mission, and only the Mistress of the Dark can help. Written by Dave Avalone. So we're back at the fight here. James is able to take some driftwood and hit Blofeld in the face. He goes to hit him again, and Blofeld uses his arm as a shield and knocks James over. But James got a plan, even though he's being thrown by Blofeld. He tells Blofeld, I've been timing the explosions, and you're standing right where the next one's about to go off, and boom! So James makes a dash for the ocean. He sees a boat out there. He's able to swim out to there and take out, I guess the guy came back to the dock. He takes out the henchman there, gets in the boat, and as the island crumbles into the sea, he sails off. Later on, back in London, they talk about the escapades, that while Spectre has been damaged, they are not been destroyed, and that's pretty much the conversation there. Meanwhile, in Switzerland, Spectre has gotten together, and they're talking about who they're going to replace because they have 2 open seats. But apparently, really only 1 open seat because Blofeld is still alive. Crippled, blinded, and burned, but still alive. So hopefully we'll see him back. He's got a good revenge motive against James Bond. We do have the next issue or arc coming out, I believe, in October. So we'll look forward to that. I don't think it's going to have Blofeld in it, but who knows? Maybe he'll make a surprise appearance. All right, let's see what else Dynamite has to offer. This is issue 2 of Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red. John Boy Myers is the writer on that. Then we have issue 2 of Barbarella, the Siren of Space, returns for a series of all-new adventures. Sarah Hoyt, award-winning Sarah Hoyt. Beautiful cover there. Deja Thoris versus John Carter of Mars. From Dan Abnett. Dare I say more? And this cover's actually a little odd to me. Dynamite, okay? If you look at it like that, it looks like a guy kissing a girl, but that's actually Vampirilla there. And this is from Fred Van Lente. This is issue number 3 coming out in August. The Invincible Red Sonja, issue number 4, and she's green with envy, apparently. Written by winning fan favorites Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. Palmiotti. There you go. Ta-da. Betty Page, number 3, The Curse of the Banshee. So a lot of stuff coming out. And then here's the cover gallery for issue number 5 of James Bond, Agent of Spectre. Also, we've got like a quick ad just touting Dynamite. We've got Kevin Smith on top. He's been taking a lot of flack lately, so I don't know if I'd want to put him at the top of this list. Maybe move him down maybe where it's kind of fading out down here. A lot of people are very unhappy with him lately. And that's what we got here. So this is getting the Indie Comics Jones Good Excavating seal of approval given out only by Indie Comics Jones on this particular channel, no less. So thanks for stopping by and accepting no substitutes and watching this review. As always, please like, please subscribe if you haven't, and please leave comments. Feel free to leave comments. We'll see you next time at the Temple of Tomes. This is Indie Comics Jones telling you, if you're watching the Olympics and rooting for the USA, I got a horse in the race. And it's the beach volleyball team that goes off tonight, plays at 7 tonight, the A team. So cheer them on for me. Thank you very much. This is Indie Comics Jones bidding you adieu.